King of the Road Productions proudly presents a special Pat Boone and family episode of the Jim King of the TV show, Southeast Texas style. In this episode, we sit down with legendary entertainer Pat Boone.
And Jimmy, I was somewhat chagrined for a long time at not being considered a country artist, though I had recorded multiples of country songs in all my albums.
Brought to you by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources. Enjoy fan favorite segments, including the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Plus a special music video from Pat's daughter, Lindy Boone, as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. And don't miss a show-stopping performance by Pat Boone, taking center stage in the Royal Spotlight. Stay tuned and enjoy the ride.
King of the Road.
Howdy and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show. We're excited to bring you the best in Southeast Texas entertainment, airing on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. I'm Jim King of the Road, and you're tuned into the best little TV show in Texas, broadcasting from our spectacular new production hall. If you love real country music, you've got to stream King's Country Internet Radio. It's your ultimate destination for a perfect mix of classic and contemporary country, streaming 24/7 with unbeatable clarity and a true local flavor. No mainstream fluff, just authentic country handpicked by folks who live and breathe the genre. Whether you're on the road, at work, or just unwinding, King's Country keeps the good times rolling. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. Listen anytime, anywhere, on your computer, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your car via Bluetooth. Stream worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, or direct at kingscountry.net. And don't miss the award-winning Jim King of the Radio show, airing middays on King's Country, a fan favorite that truly rules. Now stay tuned as we welcome the legendary Pat Boone to the show. This episode you're about to watch took home Best Individual Episode Award at the 2024 Press Club of Southeast Texas Excellence in Media and Newsmaker of the Year Awards in Beaumont. So buckle up. We're heading to Los Angeles to visit a living legend. Howdy, I'm Jim King of the Road. Stay with me as we zoom off to Beverly Hills, California to talk to the living legend, Pat Boone.
King of the Road.
The legendary Pat Boone. I've been looking forward to this for a long time to get you see you face to face and almost in the flesh, but because of the miracles of technology, here we are zooming to Beverly Hills today.
And this is real flesh right here. I can testify. And I've even got real hair too if I keep my hat on.
You are amazing. 70 years. You've been doing this longer than I've been alive, Pat.
Yes. My first record was 1955. And that goes back a whale of a long way. And so that is 70 years of recording.
That's the legendary Pat Boone. He put out a new album recently called Country Jubilee. And we've played your videos here recently on our TV show, the Jim King of the TV show. We played Grits recently. What a fun song. Played that a couple of times. And also You and I with Crystal Gale, a tribute to your wife, Shirley.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that, because it's so great of Crystal and her husband to want to make a new record. She'd had that huge hit with Eddie Rabbit, but he'd been gone 20 years or more, and they wanted for there to be a new version. So they cast around, who can we get to do it with you? And somehow they decided they'd like me to do it. So I did, and I'm very proud of it. And then while we were doing it, if you see the video of us right after we had recorded it and were recording it, there's a bond that crept into the performance. She and I was feeling very emotional about it. So was she. We had already agreed that we would dedicate it to my wife, Shirley, who'd been gone, 4 years now. Yeah. And of course, for me, it was about Shirley. But at the same time, by proxy, I was feeling a very strong bond with Crystal. She's so pretty, singing so well. We were doing that song, and I felt very emotional doing that, and I think she did too. So there was a bond between she and myself, but it was by proxy with Shirley, my wife, and it was so sweet of Crystal to let us have a picture of Shirley at the end of it.
Here's You and I with Pat Boone and Crystal Gale on the Jim King of the TV show.
Just you and I, sharing our love together. And I know in time we'll build the dreams we treasure. We'll be all right. Just you and I. Just you and I.
Just you and I,
Sharing our love together. And I know in time
and I know in time
we'll build the dreams we treasure. We'll be alright. Just you and I. And I remember our first embrace. That smile that was on your face. The promises that we made. And now your love is my reward. And I love you even more than I ever did before. Just you and I.
just you and I.
We care and trust each other. With you in my life,
With you in my life,
there'll never be another. We'll be alright. Just you and I. And I remember our first embrace. That smile that was on your face. The promises that we made. And now your love is my reward. And I love you even more than I ever did before. We made it, you and
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, ever you got the money.
We got off-road dump trucks, several tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Coming up, enjoy a special music video from Lindy Boone, daughter of the legendary Pat Boone, as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. Plus, don't miss the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. And an unforgettable Royal Spotlight experience from Pat Boone himself. But next, we continue our exclusive interview with the one and only Pat Boone.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.
Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
Is your house or roof dirty? Let the professionals at Frog Wash Pressure Washing bring your biggest investment back to life. Don't take a risk doing it yourself. Let the Soft Wash specialists clean your roof, house, vinyl siding, hard plank, and windows with low pressure and specialized chemicals. Check out our past jobs and reviews on our social media page. Our work speaks for itself. Insured and A+ rated by BBB. Call Frog Wash Pressure Washing for your free estimate today.
Wonderful song, great performance, great video, originally done by Eddie Rabbitt. And you did this song called Grits. Did you have a hand in writing that? Tell us about that song. That's such a fun tune. I love it.
I wrote the whole thing, and I can't take full credit. I've got to give God some credit because it happened. It came to me in a dream. And Jimmy, I was somewhat chagrined for a long time at not being considered a country artist, though I had recorded multiples of country songs in all my albums. But the focus had always been on the rock and roll, the movie themes, patriotic gospel, even jazz. And they weren't, my own home folks in Nashville weren't considering me a country artist. So now, a couple of years ago, I had this dream. And in my dream, I was having a big country hit. People were congratulating me on it. And I was even hearing some of it in the dream. And how dreams, they're funny. That little thought starts to creep into your consciousness. Is this real or is this a dream?
Right.
And when that doubt creeps in, the dream vanishes, and then you try to hold on to what you were enjoying about it, and it's gone. But I came out of that dream with this first verse: grits, grits, bestest food there is.
Country caviar, Tennessee foie gras, grits, grits, bestest food there is. You can keep cuisine, give me my grits. Give me your grits.
I came out of the dream with country caviar, Tennessee foie gras. Those descriptions of grits, and I can't take credit for them. They were in the dream, and so God helped me write the lyric. But then I went ahead and finished the song, wrote the whole thing, from start to finish, and then we got with Jimmy Nichols in Nashville and decided that we could put together a group of country artists and have fun with it. And Ray Stevens, Laurie Morgan, Deborah Allen, the Gatlins, and the compliment of all, Dean, Miller, Roger Miller's son, sings on the record with me, and he paid me the compliment of saying, I can hear my dad writing this song.
Well, speaking of his dad, back in the 90s, I lived near where he grew up. It was in Oklahoma. I was living in Elk City, Oklahoma. It was just down the road where Roger Miller grew up, Eric, Oklahoma. And that was his birthplace and where he grew up, about 40 miles away. And I was in radio then thinking of things I could do to set myself apart from other DJs. And I came up with this King of the Road thing. I started wearing this silly little hat around. Never got to meet Roger, but I did meet his son, Dean. What a fine man he is.
Very good young guy, and he was so complimentary and helpful, as was Ray Stevens and all the artists. We just had a ball making the record, and you could hear it and the fun of it all. And then the video, a lady created a grits line dance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's helped get the thing on so much on Spotify and Pandora, all these services, because to learn the grits line dance, you have to listen to the record, and then you have to play the record to do the dance. And I had things, I didn't know anything about line dancing. Oh, I knew it existed, but I tried to do a little of it on the video, but it would have taken me a month to have learned how to do it.
King of the road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but he's got beads that say Super Viagra. Does that Viagra work?
Yeah, it does.
This is for family viewing here.
Yeah, I hear you. Call in the recruits.
Find all kinds of stuff down here on the Midway at Port Arthur Mardi Gras. Le bon temps roulé.
Et les bon temps roulé, Port Arthur. Hey!
King of the road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been? Since Tina Bean started 5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur over 24 years ago, it's always been a friendly neighborhood store, kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas. Stay with us because we're about to air the Southeast Texas debut of Lindy Boone's new video, Word Layer.
So I gave this idea to this songwriter, and she said, Lindy, you've got the lyric. And so she wrote the melody. Her name is Ann Buckle, and she's related to the great June Carter, who was married to Johnny Cash. And she lives in Nashville, and she does this all the time. And I'm so grateful that I got to collaborate on this song with her. But I'm really surprised that I actually wrote the lyric and all of it. And it came from my lived experience, and it means a lot to me because every word of it is something I've lived and I believe with my whole heart.
And your sisters join you in the video, and there's a cameo appearance from your dad, too.
Yes, I was very influenced by, I wasn't sure I would be the one to record this song. I thought it needed to be recorded. But Ann Buckle, the co-writer with me, she said, Lindy, I think you need to sing it, and I think you need to invite your sisters to come and sing it with you. As soon as she brought up my sisters, I thought, oh, well, maybe if they're with me, maybe I'll be willing to be the voice of it. And it turned out beautifully. We had just the best professional Nashville talent doing everything, making the arrangements, writing the arrangements, the musical and the vocal arrangements. And so it turned out beyond my wildest dreams. And then my dad showed up to be supportive of the recording experience, and there was a video made that shows what that was like. And he was so moved and so touched that he needed a Kleenex right when he started hearing it. And it's a powerful video, as well as, I think, a very timely and meaningful song.
Here comes Lindy Boone with Word Layer as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville.
When your happy turns to tears and you're broken by your fears, it's so tempting to declare that all is lost. You can speak into creation and build a new foundation, laying word upon the cross. Spend some time with your Creator. Are you grateful that He made you? Do you know that you're a creator too? Your words have superpowers. They can sweeten, they can sour, and you're blessed to have the choice of what they'll do. Intention. Pain can motivate invention. Look at nature, how she cycles death to life. That's our model, life returns. Will it be better for your words? Are they life? Are they love? Do they beautify? Spend some time with your Creator. Are you grateful that He made you? Do you know that you're a creator too? Your words have superpowers. They can sweeten, they can sour, and you're blessed to have the choice of what they'll do. Heal the sick, heal the body, heal the mind, and heal the soul. Now they can work the other way, so please be careful what you say. Instead of walls, build hospitals. We need each other so. Spend some time with your Creator. Are you grateful that He made you? Your creator too. Your words have superpowers. They can sweeten, they can sour, and you're blessed to have the choice of what they'll do.
In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. It rules. Up next, Pat Boone takes center stage in the Royal Spotlight.
You're cruising in the King's Caddy.
King of the road.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
But we got off-road dump trucks, several tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
The hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth in 6 days. On the seventh day, he rested. But on the eighth day, he created grits.
Hey, grits, grits, bestest food there is. Country caviar, Tennessee foie gras. Grits, grits, bestest food there is. You can keep cuisine, give me my grits.
Give me your grits.
I'm telling you, grits, grits, bestest food there is. Who wants escargot? Them snails have got to go. Grits, grits, bestest food there is. You can try some wiggly things, give me my grits. I'm so glad I grew up in the country. Mama cooked the best food that she could. I mean stuff like turnip greens, sweet corn, and okra. Boy, that really does my tummy good. Grits, 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 best food there is. What's the smelly cheese? You can stop that, please. Grits, 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 best food there is.
I don't like the way you smell.
Give me my grits.
What do you think, Ray?
I don't like grits.
You don't like grits? Well, what do you like?
Well, I might like something from Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel? What's so great about Cracker Barrel?
Grits, grits, the bestest food there is. Don't want no pate. Hey, what is that anyway? Grits, grits, bestest food there is. You can keep that goo, give me my grits. I'm so glad I grew up in the country.
My mama fixed the best food that she could. Bless her heart.
I mean stuff like black-eyed peas and greens and okra. Stuff that really does our tummy good. I'm telling you, grits, grits, bestest food there is. Don't want no pate.
What is that anyway?
Grits, grits, bestest food there is. Hey, this is oyster stew. You eat at the zoo? Well, call me when you're through. Give me my grits.